Good morning, it's Kelly from the County Brant Puppet Library. This is our second craft projects to go. And today we're doing a boo hoop. I call it boo hoop, you can call it whatever you want. So it's a little hoop, just a nice little decoration for fall and Halloween's coming up. Easy project, but you can make it fun. So you're going to start with a hoop and the burlap, and you're going to have a stencil in your kit. Just be really careful with stencil because they're only made out of paper, so they're not meant to last, so you just have to be really careful that you get the spots all in the right spot, okay? So, and make sure, another thing, you have something on the table so that your paint isn't going to go through, because it will go through the burlap, and you don't want to make a mess of your table. So kind of line up your hoop where you think you're going to put your boo. Place the boo down. I'm going to take my hoop away only because it gets in the way. And you know what? The best thing to do, if you have a chance, make sure you iron it. It just makes it just a little bit easier to work with. Okay? So stenciling. We're going to stencil. Again, always start with a dry brush for stenciling. Okay? And it doesn't take a lot of paint. Okay? It's better to put less paint on first and more paint on later if you need it. If you like, I don't generally do it. I tape the back of my stencils, but if you like, just to hold it in place. A little bit of tape doesn't hurt. So I've got it kind of lined up where I think I'm going to need it. Give yourself space around the edges so that we can fold it over. Okay? So you're going to do your stenciling, which is easy. Doesn't take very long. Just keep adding paint and hold your stencil in place. Sometimes you have to do that if you haven't taped it, like I haven't. This project doesn't take long, but take your time in doing it. Just be careful when you're stenciling that you don't go over the edge so that you've got an extra little line there. And hold this one in place. I should have taped it. It's called me being lazy when I'm doing my crafts, which happens often. So you can see it doesn't take long to get it done, and you can add more paint later. Leave it in place until you got all the paint that you want, because it's hard to put it back in place, which is typical for stencils, right? So you get the idea. I'm not going to finish it, but you get the idea of how it's going to work. See, I would have done a little bit darker, but that's okay. So then your hoop comes in two different parts. So you're going to unscrew this part. Take the tag off if there's one on there. So my little hoop that I've got here is a little bit smaller than what you're going to get in your kit. So the kit's going to come with the hoop, and the burlap, the stencil, the paint, and some leaves, some ribbon. So it's going to be a fun project to do. It doesn't take long, but have fun doing it anyway. Okay, so you're going to, I have to unscrew that a little bit more. Just place this over gently over your burlap, because you don't want to break your hoop, which I did the first time when I was doing it. I have to unscrew it a little bit more. Sorry about that. It's not as easy as it looks. Okay. Then tighten it up as much as you can. You see, you got lots of extra burlap. And as you can see, you can kind of see through it. So I'm going to show you how to cover the back coming up next. Okay, we're back. I'm going to show you how to cover the back of it. As you see, I've already cut the burlap off. Not very good. I would do it much better than this. Cut it off, and I would actually put a string of glue around the back. Okay, maybe just tuck it around a bit. So to cover the back, just a plain piece of paper, which will be included in your kit. So if it was me, I would get some hot glue, put it all the way around, and then just stick it on and glue it. I tried to cut the hoop and line it up, but then it just didn't work. And then I would cut the paper off nicely. So as you see, I've cut the burlap off, and I have some extra. So this is where I've made my little roses from, okay? Easy things to do. Just always start with a nice, well, not even oblong. It doesn't even have to be nice. So you're going to fold it, and you're going to just start twisting. This just makes your little rose, as you can see. And then you need a little bit of hot glue to hold it in place. But isn't that super cute? And that will be part of your top. Glue that in place. I'll show you again. Fold the top. Do a little bit of fold along the top too as you do it. It's easier to do it as you're doing it. Roll it. So you can have enough, you should have enough if you cut the burlap off properly to make a couple little roses. Okay? That's what I've done on here. So just a couple little roses. And in your kit you're going to have some leaves. You can arrange them however you like. And you're going to have some ribbon. Okay? This is, well, I call it ribbon. I don't really know what it's called. And this one I just literally twisted it. Put it down. Put your roses in. Move that over. See, as you see, you have to glue them. Put your roses in. Add some leaves. And even a couple down like they're falling. And it's ready for your door. Yeah. This one's a little bit smaller, but have fun doing it. And it's ready for Halloween. Thanks. See you soon.